Start chiming in. Come on now.
I'm gonna tell you.
I'm
right
always
now,
late. I'm always late.
We don't have anybody watching.
Okay, nobody's watching.
I should be watching.
Nobody's watching. Are you on Priest Monsters Alien Superheroes? And it's live. You got 0. Nothing.
How does that make you feel?
Really good. I'll just wait till somebody chimes in. We'll start. This will be like a intermission, interlude, prelude to the pour.
Got me watching.
So it is popped up. Is it on?
Yeah, it's on. You still got me.
One person. One damn person. Well, I can just start. People watch reruns. I don't even know why they won't watch this anyway. Hey, if you are watching,
George, you got George.
if you are watching, chime in, y'all, so I can get rolling. And y'all can sound off and stuff.
Oliver's on.
All right. Okay. Well, I don't want to make everybody wait. Oh yeah. Hey, last week.
Aaron Anderson.
Hey, what's up? Last week we had the. I told y'all I was going to draw for y'all something, and I was supposed to get something together to show y'all what y'all won. I was real busy today, and I forgot to do that. But I did print y'all's names out. Everybody that chimed in on a deal, and just to keep to my word and do what I'm going to do.
Scissors are right there.
Where's a bucket? Here.
Barney Joe Ray.
I'll use this. This one's cleaner. Okay, y'all's everybody that chimed in, remember this goes for this week too. Everybody that chimes in.
Eric, how do you say your last name? S-J-O-E-N.
I don't know how that's pronounced, but
Hey, Maverick.
anyway, so everybody that chimed in last week, you remember you got to chime in this week. So I'm going to cut your name, and then something I make, we're going to send to you for free because I think that's fun. I know if I was watching some dipshit like me, I would want something fun to happen. Okay, so we're going to cut them all. There's all y'all's names. I can't believe we live in a world nobody believes nobody, but I actually...
Sean. You say it, Eric.
Sean, really? I was always...
says, howdy, Mom and Dad.
I was thinking like it was like Scandinavian or something, and he was like Sean, you know.
Does he look blurry or does he look pretty clear, y'all?
I feel blurry. Woo. Okay, got everybody's name. Seth Alexander Hall.
Oh my goodness.
He will be thrilled to win something. I can tell you this.
Yeah.
He's probably out right now honky tonking, and he's got a pretty big band, y'all. They're pretty popular. They go all over. And I think they got a CD coming out here, like any time now. So anyway, well, okay. For those of y'all, I can't believe how many people watched that last video on reruns. So for those of y'all who've never watched, because there was a lot of people that contacted me that never watched one of my videos, and y'all know most of the time I do videos, it's my toy collection. It's not the stuff I make because I'm kind of guarded on all that stuff. Anyway, so I'm Chance Priest, and my company, which is me and my kids and my wife, is Victory Comics LLC. And y'all, I do I make things. I make up stories. I make up characters. I make up comic books. I do artwork. I do giant castles. I do figures, action figures, art toys, you name it. But pretty much it's monsters, aliens, and superheroes and stuff like that. It's all fantasy, sci-fi, horror, that kind of deal like that. But all fun, you know, nothing too wicked. Pretty wicked, but not too wicked.
Turn the music down. Theo, we always need your good advice.
Turn the music down a little. I like music. It keeps my rhythm up. So anyway, well, last week what we did is I came in here, and this is a giant playset, castle playset. I call it the Monster Castle for right now. It'll have a little bit different name when it's all done. But I poured 3 gallons and of course today was one. You know, you'd think, oh man, y'all can prep for the. You know, it's been 5 days. Y'all can nope. You know, I mean, we were up there in town, and of course it rained for 2 hours straight. The whole time we're driving, just pouring on us. We had to go get. So I got 5 gallons of Mold Builder. You know, it's one of them break the bank things. You know, just get all you can afford. So we got a 5-gallon Mold Builder, and we already got 3 into this monster right here, and ooh, it's so heavy, y'all. Oh, there you go. Anyway, hope y'all can see it. The camera deal, this whole live thing, it's very new. This is only the 2nd time I've done a live one. So, anyway, but I kept this covered. And
did y'all see Chance's face when he lifted that up?
Is it?
He was straining.
So anyway, what you do is when you pour a load like that, and you obviously, this is a mistake of mine too, by the way. These outcroppings right here, I should have kept them down low where all this poured at the same level. And if I wanted a bigger outcropping, just cut it off and cast it separate. Now I'm going to have to spend probably about $80 to cover the top of that because I wanted another quarter, you know, ½ inch sticking up. So you make those mistakes, but
Jordan said I called you out. Always, Jordan, always.
So,
Leslie's finally on. You got Steve watching.
So anyway, hey all y'all, I know everybody so well. I talk to y'all all the time. Anyway, so anyway, you should measure everything. And I don't. I just go up there. I don't even plot this stuff out. I literally like grab a board and I just start sculpting and making. I don't even think what do I need. I just look around behind me and I start grabbing things and pile them up. When I made this castle, the whole castle is literally made out of trash, and then my homemade clay on top of that. And there were some pitfalls to something this large, but it really wasn't that big a deal. For the next castle, it'll be a lot easier. And a lot of people are asking me like crazy, are you going to sell that thing? Well, of course. We have a toy company. So this castle will be for sale. I will finish the pour here. There's a big base that has to be finished. Once this is finished, it has to be plugged into the base while the base is wet. Then the base is hardened, and then we can mold it, and I'll do that in the morning, y'all. I'll probably be up all night working. So, because I want to get this thing done, and once we get it all done, it'll all be set up, and then I can finally, once it's all molded, I can finally pour it with plastic, and we can know how much plastic it's gonna take, and then we'll know exactly what it costs us to make. And so y'all will know what it will cost probably tomorrow. So a lot of people are asking to put some money down on one, and like I say, it's all. I'm going to break it up into several pieces. So if you want to buy this piece now, this piece later, whatever, or you want to do it on payments, we do all that stuff for the more expensive stuff.
If something doesn't make sense, y'all ask a question.
Yeah,
ask and he'll clarify some of that.
Yeah, y'all feel free to chime in, y'all. But anyway, this is just the first castle of 4 that I have planned to make, and I want to have them all made. I'm going to ZoloCon up in Pennsylvania, isn't that? I think Pennsylvania. I always think Bucks County, but anyway. So anyway, I'm going to ZoloCon up there, and I'm going to have 4 castles by the time we go up there. I'll have another castle done probably within 2 weeks because I've already got it partially done. But anyway, woo! So I get off track. My mind's going every which direction. I start talking about castles and I start dreaming about things to make right in the middle of making a video. Anyway, yeah. So anyway, when you do a pour like this and you mess up, it's not really a mess up. It happens on something big. You know, you don't have enough material. It's no big deal. Just don't touch it a bunch and cover it with something so a bunch of debris don't get into it. I already see some. You know, but it ain't gonna matter. There's not enough to worry about. And then you can come back in a week later and pour it right on top of this, and there'll be no separation. You won't be like, oh, that's falling apart. That won't happen. It will go just like clockwork. Trust me. So anyway, so right now I'm gonna open 2 of these, and I'm gonna get 2 of these started. I got my daughter Ellie Mae who's gonna help, and come here, honey. I'm about to dole you out one to stir up so we can get 2 gallons mixed, and I'm hoping and praying that that 2 gallons will take care of that and that. I'm really praying on that. But we'll see. Can you get your paddle and start paddling that out? Yeah. I also built some other mold boxes.
We can't see what you're doing over there, but it's probably okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just pouring some junk. I'm not used to the way you have to use this camera on Facebook Live. It's got to go up, straight up, and I'm used to the widescreen, and so that's all.
Oh, Jordan's gonna get a Victory Comic tattoo so he can get a free castle. He says free castle for anyone who gets a Victory Comic tattoo.
Okay, he said that. That ain't me.
We like tattoos, Jordan. We like tattoos, but you might have to do a little bit more. Patrick says, hey,
Tattoo on the
Ellie.
face. Tattoo on the face.
Ronnie Joe Ray's gonna go get a tattoo.
Yeah.
Has to be on the face.
On the face. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Ellie Mae's making new rules, Jordan. She says your tattoo has to be on your face. Don't do it. Don't listen to her.
We don't want nobody to get freaky. No freaky.
We could have
Anyway, okay, honey, I'm about to pour you some of this silicone.
Yeah. Don't give her any ideas, Jordan. She's pretty crazy, but she's a little young for a tattoo.
Or give me permission, I can get a tattoo.
No. Okay, really mix, but get that stuff. Yes, it'll splatter real bad if you don't watch out. Okay, y'all. So while she's doing one, I'm gonna do the other. I know this is the boring part, and if I was sitting here watching this, I'd say, screw this, I ain't watching this no more. But
People aren't leaving yet.
if you want to learn, I mean, man, it took me a lot of doing to learn the tricks and of. There's so many. Well, Theo, you were telling me to do a video on mold box building, and there are tricks I could save y'all gobs of time and money. I'm talking lots of time and money on building mold boxes, because every time I've ever turned on anything about a mold box, they're so intricate. It's like, oh, do this and do that and do this and do that, and it's just insanity. And I just think differently. And I don't buy anything. I use old cups, old cardboard, old wood, whatever it takes. And they're sitting there. I watch these videos and they're spending so much money on mold boxes, and that just ain't my way, man. I mean, I'm definitely not a tightwad, but I like to spend it. Hell, I want to buy a cool toy if I'm gonna spend a bunch of money. I do like to save on this mold builder because it is.
Ray Alvarez, King Rory.
Hey,
Roy,
man.
Is it Stiffy Jr.?
Yeah, man, he's a great artist. Match the Universe and other such things. Rory's about to go to Japan. I wish I could stow away. I think I'm small enough to stow away in a suit, on a large suitcase. And
Melly May is winded over on the side, y'all.
this stuff's tough, man. This stuff's tough to mix up. It's it ain't no joke. You gotta turn it more. I know. Anyway, I got some really good help today. We're doing my son Chisholm, my 15-year-old. He's over here. Boy, he's got a hurt back and he's out of football for a while, which it really sucks for him. So he's become a cameraman now, and he's doing a live.
He took a break from Fortnite.
He said he had a Fortnite appointment. That kind of ain't going over with me. So when I say family first, that also means work first. So anyway, so he said I'm gonna get you on live.
Ronnie Joe Ray says he'd love
YouTube.
to see a video of you building a mold box.
Yeah, y'all would. It's interesting. if you want to
Hot
see some,
glue, cardboard.
okay, I'll show y'all the mold boxes here in a minute.
We have to save every takeout cup from wherever, Burger King, McDonald's,
If y'all ever look and go, why
McAllister's.
are all those cups and why is every toilet paper
Solo
roll?
cups, we save all of them for a chance to reuse. We rinse them, wash them,
And
save them.
And you would think I could never go through that
Paper
many,
towel rolls,
Yeah.
toilet paper rolls.
but you go through them. And the thing is, in years and years, I was just thinking back to the first time I poured. You know, I did a mold for my sculptures, and it's going to be about 8 or 9 years ago. So. And of course, I was like everybody else. I went to Hobby Lobby and I bought the stuff that got at Lumalite, Hobby Lobby, and did all that stuff, and basically ruined about 6 or 7 of some of the best sculpting I ever did that was small. I did small figures, and I spent tons of time on them. I was really meticulous, and I'm gonna get myself a little bit more of that.
Do I need you?
Yeah, why not?
I thought it was one gallon for one.
Well, no, it just never works out. It's supposed to be, but you know, I don't know. I find that it goes too fast if you do that. I mean, it hardens up too fast.
Joe Ray says I use stuff like that too. I'd love to see how you guys roll.
Yeah, and you know, so I made these silicone molds, Lumalite. Man, it's such good figures, you know. And I spent just tons of time making them right, you know, just really going. I was sculpting with a needle, y'all, with a leather needle. I mean, almost the whole time.
Leo's watching from the Netherlands. Says
Hey,
good luck. and
what's
good
up,
night
brother?
From the Netherlands.
Netherlands, I love it, man. All these international
I wish
people.
I was there.
Shoot, man. Well, it actually turned off what we would call cold. It was like 65 today. So usually this time in October it's 90. You know, it's 90, 95. But anyway. So I poured these molds just like they said. You know, I was going by the book. I was watching YouTube. You know, I'm gonna do it just the way they said do it. You know, I made the boxes the way they said. I spent tons. You know, after 2 dozen, I'm like, man, this thing's falling apart. So that got me to looking, and then I found GT Products and talking to their guy who is excellent at molding and sculpting and all that stuff. And he said, oh man, he said this stuff. He said, you know, you can do 200 pulls out of this without, if you're careful, even do more. And he was right, and I did. Okay, I got number 1 done. She's got number 2 done. So we going to pour right now.
Is that good?
Yeah. It don't really matter now, y'all, because cat's out of the bag. You know, we've already done the tough part is pouring over the deal. It's not the tough part, but it's, you know, you want to be a little more careful pouring over the deal. I don't think this 1 gallon is going to cover what we got to cover. I almost came in here, I'm not going to lie to y'all, I almost came in here and chipped off the edge of that castle because I just didn't want to use any more. See a little bit of white. It always happens toward the bottom, you know, get a little bit of white in there.
You can just kind of mix it on top of the, while it's in there, get it good mixed up.
Mm-hmm. I've been real fortunate though with the people that I've met that make things that turn me on to the different plastics and silicones and stuff like that I use. It was invaluable. That's why I talk to y'all all the time about doing a toy making school, because I said, you know, it would probably cost pretty good to put one on and to have people come to it and all that stuff like that because of what I have to furnish and my gosh, there's no telling how many thousands.
I said Chance making lemon silicone goo.
What's that? What? Hey, like Doctor Who? Where's my fish sticks? What is he pudding? Right?
Yeah.
Pudding and fish sticks. And somebody said, why you put pudding all over your pretty castle? So anyway. That stuff's so thick, y'all. It's not even running to the edges. Y'all can see that. And this mold box is gonna have to pretty much be full.
I don't want to lose any over there. You're full of it.
Hey, grab your paddle, Ellie Mae, and kind of work it out. You know. Yeah, go. Yeah, there you go, honey. This is the quietest Ellie Mae's been in her whole life. So.
I don't want to mess up.
She's usually, if there's a person that can overtalk me, it's her. Because everybody that knows me, they get to talking to me on the computer.
Doug's on. He thought he missed it. We're still going, Doug.
Oh shit! Yeah, man, we're going.
Oh, you missed the drawing though. Everybody.
You lost.
Seth Alexander Hall, run the drawing.
Seth will be killer. He will really appreciate anything I send him, even though it's not Godzilla. Okay, y'all, there it is. Got a nice little bit of debris. It happens. So anyway, I would love to sit here. If I was by myself, I'd just sit here and just pop on that thing. This is so heavy for real that there's not going to be popping, and those bubbles aren't going to matter that much. Now we're going to do this one, and I got to find a corner to start on, because it really that's all I can do.
We can't see that one, Chance.
Oh shit.
We can't see that one.
Yeah, move that stuff.
Is it okay if I grab it right here?
I don't think you can move it, honey.
Big. I already moved.
Here. This dang thing. I need widescreen. Am I in now?
Yeah, you're in.
Okay.
Doug says, congrats, Seth. See that? He's going to have to start mixing again.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to have a
Mixing party, but...
cake batter mixing party, you know, with it, you know. But if y'all want to know anything, when we're on this live deal, y'all ask me. I'm an open book. I think all y'all know that. Yeah, ask me anything or tell me anything. It don't matter. Whatever floats your boat. Is Theo on? Yeah, Theo's on, right? He told us about
He
that.
told us to turn the radio down.
He hasn't given me a hard time at all. He must be really sleepy. He needs to get hammering on the energy drinks. That's what he lives on. Those are bad for you. I used to really love them too. I gotta take it easy.
How many more do you think it's going to take?
This one's gonna take a gallon more, and then I'm gonna have some leftover, I think, out of that. So, and then I'll show y'all. I prepared for this scenario, so I guess that's what on cooking shows. Well, on cooking shows they show you like, everything's already pre-mixed. This stuff you can't pre-mix. You got to.
Theo says he's always here. Never sleepy.
Never sleep. You know, it's weird. Most of y'all know I don't sleep a lot. I'm
It
up
says
and
we
down.
have a low network connection.
Okay.
Connection available.
I don't know. Well, I'm trying. I do the best I can. There's been like some weird outages on our internet today. The sweet tea must flow.
Theo does not drink energy drinks for 2 months. He's gone cold turkey.
It's tough. You get used to the energy. Okay. Where's that blue bowl go?
It's down here.
You want it?
Yes.
Yeah. That green one's really sloppy. Anyway, we've got here, sit it right there. Sit it in that pocket.
Theo says, just enjoying the live video. It might put you to sleep, Theo.
Yeah,
You
man.
might get sleepy.
Trying to, and I kind of sometimes wondered why more people didn't make big play sets and stuff. I know why. Because
Hard.
it's
expensive.
it's very expensive and it's very hard. But man, I get my mind made up on something and I don't really care. I'm gonna make it, you know. I am gonna make it no matter what.
A lot of fun playing with play sets.
Oh my gosh, and then I mean, you know, you can set up all your stuff, and of course I make all these toys that go on this thing.
Theo says you're keeping him from his work. He has a toy video to go edit.
Yeah, you do. Well, they're
How
gonna-
long is it going to take for this to dry? I want to see the pool. We won't pull it till tomorrow, I don't think.
Yeah, I won't pull it till tomorrow. It'll be done in 3 hours, y'all.
Aaron wants to know if we will see a Spectre Man or a Dust Man Wotu figure.
Just name it, brother. You know me. If somebody wants it, name it. I just had an order for an inquiry for an order about a 12-inch Voltron Zappy figure. So, I said, yeah, I'll make it. And granted, I don't have licenses for that stuff. Can chunk that today, Junior. So I don't have licenses for that stuff. But if we're making art here, which that brings me to another point I wanted to get across. Okay. A lot of people, I'm new to them or whatever. I'm not trying to be a Mattel Toys, y'all. I'm not trying to be any of that stuff. I'm wanting to do something that really nobody's ever really done, and that is come up with the idea.
Y'all notice Ellie Mae walked away and is going to let him mix that by himself.
Yeah, I am already sweating.
She's giving out.
This is pretty messy here. So my idea is to take an original idea, something that I came up with, and granted, when my kids were younger, they just poured the information, stories and characters, and it was just nonstop. It was so great. And I always say my art is talented 10-year-old art, because when they were 10, they were on their best games. So anyway, we took. We just made up hundreds of stories, hundreds of pages of stories, and characters, deep backgrounds. Go ahead, eh?
Theo thinks that Ellie Mae needs some extra pocket money for being such a good helper. She's smiling and she is totally agreeing with you, Theo.
Yes.
I agree.
So
Maverick says he doesn't blame her. That stuff's hard to stir.
it is a song.
I did it once, maybe once, Maverick, maybe once.
Maverick was like 15, and there was a little bit of trouble, and I got really mad and was cussing, and he didn't like the violence of it all.
Chance can be scary when things go wrong.
There's a night where
I don't hurt nobody. I just get mad,
There's a night where we were up super late, just pouring figures.
Oh yeah, you and I, we were casting plastic, and we casted. I don't know. You and I casted. I don't know, 200 or so figures in one night.
That was fun.
But so my whole deal is to bring my art from imagination to the written word, to the drawn picture, to the painted picture, to a sculpture, and then to a toy. And then, as most of y'all know, movies is what we want to do next, or a TV show or something like that. So as soon as we get investors for that, we will be on it. But we are going to film a low budget, but it'll be very cool and very interesting. We're going to do a real cool, maybe we're going to try to get about 10 minutes of footage in November sometime. And it'll be very sword and sorcery / outer space. If you can if you can put all that together, but that's what it'll be like. So
Thea wants to know if we're molding the base or the hands or the gates tonight. We have some things set up. If we have some extra,
this is what I'm gonna
mix.
I'm gonna talk to y'all about.
We'll show you some of the homemade mold boxes.
Ooh.
I think what we have, the hand, a sword.
I'm gonna show it to them right here. We'll probably have to use it right now, because this thing really filled up
It's
nicely.
coming, Theo. It's coming.
I saw a little bit of white streak through there, and a little bit of dark yellow. That's because my mixing wasn't as good as it should be. So it's no big deal, y'all. I've done this a million times, so you just comb through it and, mix as you go. And I always like to feel like, where was that part?
The high part.
I got really deep because I can't even find the high part. So anyway, and then I search for the highest part. I think the snake's the highest part on this. So I just need a little bit more. And I won't lie, I'm a little chintzy sometimes. And I'll pour a thin mold, and I always regret it later. So just make your molds pretty good.
You're going to get more pulls out of them.
Yeah, you're going to get more pulls out of them. So,
Your soundtrack in the background.
what's up?
Keep that party going.
That's your soundtrack.
He won't turn it off, Theo. You notice he turned it down, but it's not off.
If you notice, I have the same old towel because this stuff ruins anything it gets on. It don't ever come out. If it gets enclosed, you got yellow.
You're dripping all around the
Where
bowl. The bowl is dripping all around. You're losing.
It's fine.
All right, it's
you're,
cool.
You're losing product.
I'll come around and if I need it for something, I'll scrape, you know. So okay, here's a really interesting mold box. Well, that thing just come off the damn deal. Well, I'm glad it did. Never mind. Yeah, see how good that is? Okay. The serpent, there's my mold box right there. Okay, the serpent's down in there. I don't know if you see it.
Barney Joe wants to know if you flip your eggs and bacon with your hands too. He loves eggs and bacon.
Yeah, I'm a really good cook.
He does not use his hands. He would though if he was hungry and he didn't have any
That damn bacon
utensils.
grease wouldn't burn me. So anyway,
He's real picky about his bacon though, y'all. It has to be real bacon.
yeah, I like
Certain
the good stuff.
brands don't
If it's-
make him too happy. He feeds it. If it's a bad choice or a bad package, he gives it to the dogs.
Yeah, dogs like bacon.
Makes them happy.
Okay, so anytime you're mixing a mold, I know all the books and crap and the videos they say, well, measure it with rice and okay, did that one time ever and it left a film of rice crap everywhere and it took me forever to get the rice out. So don't do that. But what I do is I just have extra stuff I need pouring laying around. I make sure I have it. So because this is a lot of silicone right here, y'all. And then
This is a homemade mold box. Y'all can see the hot glue magic all around it.
yeah.
The serpent. What's in there? The serpent body.
Yeah. See, I have oh yeah.
He's on the side, y'all, scraping
Yeah, I'm just
stuff
scraping.
off the
Here,
table.
Ellie, come here.
Scraping spills off the table.
Take that and try to scrape up all you can. Let's just not waste nothing. So anyway, if this thing don't flip over,
You
nothing
think
will.
we're in a good spot there?
Ooh,
It could start leaking. If it starts leaking, y'all, and he's on top of that other mold box,
ooh,
it might get pretty entertaining.
ooh,
Hey, when you say woo,
Oh.
it's making it bubble.
ooh.
It's making it
It's kind of sexy.
kind of a
Uh,
wave. See that wave from his wind?
It's magic. So anyway, I like to have plenty of extra mold boxes with stuff that need molding. I've always got more sculptures done than I have. I've got 15 heads that I've sculpted for various toys that are up there that still need. This son of a buck is taking a ton. Anyway,
Arnie says Lucky Dogs, live art is the best.
I've got very.
It is. Do you want all that to be going in there?
Huh? What?
All
It
that
don't matter.
extra?
It's just a little extra. Okay.
That's a pretty good box, y'all. There's no leaks. The hot glue's holding up.
Now, again, y'all, when you're making stuff, okay, yeah, here, okay, I can't, I don't want this thing to come up because it's tender. Well, inside this box
Is the hand, y'all. Can y'all see
is the
that?
hand.
It's a little dark, but you can see
Okay,
it.
there's the hand up in there to the Monster Castle. So if you built a big fancy mold box, this thing would cost you a fortune to mold. I kind of contour them around the hand a little, around the piece, whatever the piece is. This is a hand, of course. And this is the part where you don't want to knock over your sculpture. And I've had it happen and had a floater, you know. And that's what Maverick was talking about. When something floats up on you and I realized that it broke free from the hot glue down in the mold box, this is a bitch. It really wants to fall.
It wants to fall over. It's a little lopsided.
Yeah,
Little.
well, I don't do everything.
Probably because the box is not too level.
Yeah, well, the box is not the best box, okay, y'all, but it fit. So, anyway, I cut the boxes and I do some hot glue magic and I make them work. Once you get that mold builder around the base, you're home free. And your thing is sitting there good, okay? Even if you have like a finger pop out or something, like a fingernail, let's say you're doing a hand like this, and when you pull it out, you're like, oh man, it made a hole, you know? It made a hole in a Carrie's over there coughing. She's got some kind of, I don't know, tuberculosis or something that popped up today.
I have a slight cough, like allergies.
I don't want no
And
part of it, man. I
Chance
can't.
is ridiculous.
I don't want to get sick.
He wouldn't have survived today without me.
Yeah, I wouldn't. She saved my bacon. But I was pumping the vitamin C pretty heavy. I won't lie there. Anyway,
Gary popped on.
hey. So what was I talking about? Oh yeah, you got something. Say you're doing something like real fine. You know, something that you want.
Fingernail pokes through.
Oh here, dump that in there, Ellie. Dump it all. Just dump it.
Don't knock over.
Don't knock over the mold box. Just dump it.
Grip, Dad.
You're what?
My grip.
What? Be strong. Don't let anything stop you.
Hang on, you're losing the backside.
I know.
Okay, come
Fight
off
through
of
it.
Come off of it. You're gonna lose the whole
Yes.
box.
Yeah. Just do it, lady.
My grip.
Move it.
My grip is slipping.
Okay, you're making a mess.
I know.
Okay, be done with it.
Be done. Be done, child. Be done.
Sorry. I tried.
That's what I get when I get help. I get the best.
I was telling you my grip was slipping.
Yeah, that's. My dad used to beat us for grip slipping. You're lucky. I'll just say something to you. Okay.
How high are you on that?
I'm over the palm, so now I've just got the fingers, which actually will take more than you think.
I remember seeing that hand. It was big.
Now, the hand's huge. It's bigger than my hand, and so anyway, we got a lot of silicone down into that. What I was gonna say, if you're doing faces and stuff like that, you got to draw a vacuum on it, y'all. I mean, it's gonna. This stuff. I like my sculptures real gnarly. I like texture. I love texture on stuff, and so I don't know if y'all can see it down in there.
Yeah, we can see it pretty good.
Anyway, so I love that texture. So if the worst you can have happen if you're not using a vacuum, drawing a vacuum, is it's a little bumpy, and
We use a vacuum on all the smaller stuff.
yes, all the small stuff, just use a vacuum. It saves your all those bubbles and mess, and especially on the mold, I'm gonna use this one here. I don't know why it's so hot in here. Just from the work, I guess.
Chance is sweating, and he never sweats doing this.
Yeah, I don't have much sweat. I'm not a big sweater. So I'm gonna do like.
Hey, if y'all are watching, don't forget to comment. Are you doing a giveaway on this one too?
Yeah, I'm gonna do another
Make sure
giveaway.
You give a little comment so you can be entered in the giveaway.
Yeah, if you don't comment, you ain't getting nothing. Nothing. Hey, do I got more stuff to put in?
Remember Seth won the giveaway from last time.
Yep, Seth won. We pulled it first thing.
Yellow stuff. Find some yellow stuff.
Yeah, I really need to do another gallon, but I wonder if how many gallons have I used? Is this 4?
That's 4.
Shoot.
The only other thing you have prepped is the sword.
No. Oh, I did that, right?
Yes.
That animal. Yeah, he's good. And then the sword and that hand. Okay, here's the deal. Little mistake from being a little haphazard.
Leslie said she loves this. Jason Neal is just tuning in. What are we molding? We're
Gigantic castle, huge castle. Like it's actually like 3 Castle Grayskulls. That's the size of it. So when it all, because I actually took a Castle Grayskull and fit it to everything. And if you do the base and the 2 sides, it's 3 Castle Grayskulls big. So pretty dang big. I need a measuring cup really bad. Okay, so what I did, y'all, is I thought I was going to use a whole nother gallon,
he's measuring something.
and I didn't.
Oh my goodness.
So y'all are going to get to see a little reverse action here.
Gary, lemon pudding sounds yummy.
Yeah, man, this is a one-time lemon pudding. Eat it once,
Do you
and
think it would kill you if you ate it?
hell yeah, man, it'd stop you up. It'd form a big old pile of rubber in your bowels, and
Jason says you have his attention now.
you die. A lot of people say, well, how do they ask me all the time, your kids are like, seem really street smart, and they know this and they know that. Yeah, because I don't hold back, man. I mean, if something kills you, I tell them it will kill you. Bad
Zach,
death.
if you were around Chance more often in person, you would be
One of those
anxious all
buckets.
the time.
These buckets have yellow.
No, give me one of them buckets. No, one of the ones I just threw away.
Oh,
They're not in the
there.
trash yet.
Okay, give me a bucket.
Oh gosh.
See, this is a little emergency. You see, because I thought we were going to use a whole other gallon. I don't think I'm going to need another gallon. So I'm going back into an older bucket.
With a measuring cup, with something that
Yeah.
he measured.
and that's
Shocker.
900 milliliters right there, and I think I'm gonna have at least another 9. This is kind of a, I don't want to cuss, but back in the Border Patrol, we would call it a Charlie Foxtrot situation right here. But this is what I have happen because my brain doesn't always think the best, like in.
His brain is thinking about 100 different things and not just this right here.
Yeah, I
That's
have
his
that.
problem. He's all over the place.
I have a real problem with that, you know. Okay, so there's 900, and I know I'm gonna get another 900. See, I really, oh shit, that thing got me all over. So I was really hoping not to really have a mess tonight, and now this for sure, it's gonna be a mess. But
Usually all works out though.
it works out.
It
I
usually
mean,
works out. It's a little chaotic.
it's yep. It can be trouble.
He's really just wanting to make sure he gets the parts right, the white and the yellow, so it all firms up.
Well, see, here's the deal, y'all. If I don't have enough mold builder, then I can't mold the base. If I can't mold the base, then I can't be done with it this weekend. And it's really like this thing is trying me, man. I mean, it's like the most super sculpt I've ever made a mold for. I made one longer, but I've never made one this complex and this large with silicone. But like I say, I want to be able to reuse this dude over and over and over and over. So
The heck says it just looks like a little mess.
yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. Trust me.
There's
I've had
been
some-
major disasters.
Yeah, floaters, like when you did like this hand, if it came off the hot glue at the bottom, because there's two, I use hot glue plugs and I cut them and then I glue them to the hand so you have nice big fat pore holes. And sometimes if you're moving around too much, man, you'll pop that, and you know, something will bob on you. So it's covered in mold builder that's fast drying mold builder like this is. And I mean, you ain't got no dang time, you know, to jack with it. You gotta. Okay, so I had 2 deals of 900, right? 900 milliliters, so that means I'm gonna do six cups of this, roughly, give or take. You know, oh, there's tuberculosis sounding off again.
Nobody would even notice because I'm going to the other room, but you have to
Well,
point it out.
how you like watching a video and somebody's hacking, and, you know, you're like, I gotta go. You feel it like it's coming through the waves, right? Like, I'm gonna get sick. Did I empty that? I can't even remember. Okay. What happened to my helper to take this stuff away?
You're not telling me you need
I
help.
gotta stay on the job.
Oh my god.
Okay, so that's 4, 5. I've really messed up on these before and had like I did like this, like 2 cups, it's what a 2 big 4, 8 cups, and then you put too much catalyst in there. I'm gonna just give it another shot of it. This little, yeah. And
Even when he measures, he's not really measuring.
and so, you know, and get too much catalyst in it, and then you're stirring, and then you're like, it turns into like freaking rubber right in your face, you know. So, and God, this looks like too much catalyst. No, it's not. I guess it's got to be right. I measured it, right? I'm wrong more when I measure than I just go by my eyeball. My eyeball has always been good. You know, y'all, I used to make really fancy knives. I'm talking like, and I still make some every once in a while, you know, once or twice a year.
If a toy needs a knife or a weapon, he makes it.
Yeah, but I used to make these really big, incredible knives, and people would come over to my shop and they're like, well, where's all your jigs and lathes and all this stuff? And I cut it all out by eye. I put it all together by eye. I grind it by freehand. Cut it by freehand. I mean, you know, nothing. And it always worked out. Somehow.
Bobby Horn's on. He said it's looking good.
Good. I'm gonna get me some stickers made if I can ever. Boy, Leave it to a girl, they get offended. Everything offends them, doesn't it? Everything.
Oh my goodness.
Everything. My wife's the same way. She offended. Okay. This box could use a hand, Ellie Mae. I want you to just hold it. Because that hand is doing a lot of moving that I don't like. I don't like the looks of it. Oh, you see that thing? Is that box exploding on us?
Is it expanding?
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
We
Sucks.
got a little leak down here in the back side of
It's
it.
expanding on this side.
Yeah, it's because it's expanding so bad.
We need some
Duct tape.
duct tape.
I'm about to show y'all old world repair. I got some white ribbon in that I gotta stir it. And getting that white ribbon out
Bobby said he's gonna take care of us on the vinyl decals when we're ready.
it's gonna be awesome. Can't wait.
Okay, now we gotta do some.
Okay, give me a big piece. I'm gonna let you tape it, I'm gonna hold it. Also, if you're running low on
Got to.
oh, get over here. I need some clean hands. No, get clean hands. My wife is camera shy. Can y'all believe that crap? It's tight.
You're right in the middle of
Right in the middle?
You're right in the way of the.
Yeah, well, just tape it. Tape the shit. Tight. Real tight. Wrap that around tight. Super tight. Okay, you went too tight. You went too damn tight.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Ellie, move that bucket.
Now you're going too weak on me. You get the middle. You know, just feel it out, man. Feel it out. Okay, need another piece. This top's still bulging. So you just gotta kind of make it make it happen. Give me a pump vise, pump clamp. Where have I got one? This is troubleshooting. I actually kind of like troubleshooting. I get a little mad about it, you know, but I like it. Hey, where are my pump clamps at? Hey, go in the knife shop and look for the pump clamps. You know those things that
What about my hands?
I don't care. Touch them.
Okay.
This is serious.
Okay.
Where at?
Let's go around the top. I'm gonna hold it tight. This is also a thing, like if you got a lot of space around your mold and you're kind of running low on Mold Builder, and you want to kind of cheat. Now pull it tight. You got it?
Yeah.
Come around. Okay. Oh, don't push in.
Another piece, another piece.
How bad's it squirting out?
Not that
The
bad.
corners on both sides
They're
back
just
here.
oozy.
I did such a good job. Turn on the hot glue gun
Oh.
behind you. Yeah. So anyway, you know, duct tape sometimes works with a couple of flat pieces of cardboard, but I think I'll be okay with some pump clamps.
Is that enough duct
I don't even
tape?
know what you call them. They're clamps, you know, that you pump up. Man, I was hoping to have enough for that sword over there, but that's gonna look like.
Here.
Okay. Pretty close to. I think we're gonna have it, y'all. And if not, I can rob some out of one of these bigger mold boxes if it isn't wet. I take a spoon and rob a lot of times the mold boxes when I can feel that there's plenty in there. Ooh, a lot of white.
Couldn't find any.
Yeah, well they're there.
I asked Wrangler, but he said he didn't know where he was.
Yeah, I bet he doesn't know where they're at. Anyway, I usually have them in here, but I guess I had them in there for something. You don't see them over there? Oh, you found one?
Yeah.
See? See?
You sent me to the wrong place.
Well, you'll be fine. Okay. Oop, see, leave debris, no big deal. Okay, so, maybe a couple of thick pieces of cardboard. Big pieces. Here, Ellie. Wipe your hand. You're going to turn into solid rubber.
Wait,
Solid
what kind of
silicone.
pieces?
Huh? See that piece right there? Take that little piece off of there. I don't know. I don't know if I can get it. I need the big one, the big jacks. I can always sandwich it between some stuff. Let's see. Okay, so after investigating this, if I get a sandwich on this, it's going to cover real good. I'm not going to have any trouble. So, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find something heavy to use. I got 2 big boxes down here on the ground. I'm going to, there's always a way to fix everything. I try to tell everybody this. Oh, I broke something. Okay. So, we're going to put this on the ground. Where did y'all have a leak? Down there?
Yeah.
Shit.
I want to get that clay stuff.
Nope. I'm just going to go with it. It won't leak bad enough to lose it. Well, I wish I could show y'all this because this was really ingenious, but this worked. So,
Here, I probably could get my phone.
okay. So I just sandwiched it between 2, ooh, that's ugly. 2 big pieces of, yeah, you can see it down in there. So I sandwiched it and it brought the level of the mold builder up. I fixed it. Woo. But anyway, that shows you that, yeah, maybe you should be a little more careful, but, life ain't perfect. Anyway, it's okay. I don't know where they're all at, but anyway, I got it. I'm trying to figure out the depth of this thing. Oh, it's not all that deep. It's about 1/4 of an inch deep, which is plenty enough deep. But anyway, I'm trying to get just a little bit more to put in this this snake. Anyway, well, what I'm going to do tonight, after this video is pretty much over. So tonight, what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep working and build more mold boxes for like these horns up here, and there's a jaw of that snake over here, and some other stuff like that. Anyway, I'll build all that stuff up, and I'll use so at least we can get everything done, and try to keep enough mold builder to finish the base so we can get this thing done. And actually get to see what it is. And for those of y'all who want a castle, because I want to paint it, everything, and show y'all how cool it's going to look. And then the guys that can paint like way better than me, they'll even make it even cooler. Well, the thing is, you can do it any way you want it. I mean, it's like sky's the limit. Give me that towel. But anyway, that's kind of got it, man. I mean, that's molding 101. I mean, on a big scale. You won't see many silicone molds get this big, but I wanted this thing to last, for, like I say, 100 pulls or so, and I think it'll do every bit of that. And I don't know if I'll do a live video, but I'll do a video of the pull of me pulling the deal out, and if it starts screwing up, then I'll stop the video. No. Anyway, I'll do a video of doing a video next week or something to get a castle all painted up and looking cool, and then I can do a little video and show y'all all the little intricacies to this castle, and it's a lot more than you think from just what you're seeing here. So anyway, thank y'all, and see y'all again very soon.